Hello, Cris. It's very nice having you here at BioXcellerator. I would like to ask, how did you hear about stem cell therapy?
First, I have my friend. He's coming here, and after he did the treatment, he feels great. And I asked him a lot of things about Joey, and then he said, "No, Cris, you should come." And I came here to learn more because everything they do, all the procedures then explain to you. I have a lot of injuries. I don't know. I have some pain, but we did the MRI, everything, and we did stem cells and in the injection in places I have an injury. And it's very painful, but just think about it's gonna be better. I think it's gonna have to be positive. It's gonna be great after.
Why did you decide to move forward with the stem cell therapy and not with traditional therapists?
Because before I did it already physiotherapy, but it's like so old the injury because I am athlete when I was 12 years old till now, and sometimes you train good, sometimes you train bad training, and I think it's okay, physiotherapy help. But if I continue fighting and continue training, I think the stem cells is gonna be help more. I think physiotherapy have to be before the injury, for not getting the injury. But after having the injury, you just can prolong more. But I think better stem cells.
Okay.
But they're gonna see the results when everything's done for sure.
Have you had stem cell therapy before, or this is your first time?
No, my first time, but I have some friends, some doctor. She's injured her knee, and she have to put a prosthesis. And she says she delayed put prosthesis because she's doing stem cells like 20 years, and it straight her knee. Because when you put prosthesis, I think stay just 30 years. You have to change. And she's a very old lady. She said, I cannot change 2 eyes surgery, and she's delayed with stem cells. And when she just now put prosthesis, she told me, Cris, it really works. A lot of people said, it really works. And I'm very excited.
What did you think before coming down to our facilities, and what were your expectations, and what do you think now that you visited?
I saw it's very professional. First thing you do MRI, check everything you have, and everybody explained everything they're gonna do with you. And the beginner say, I'm gonna be easy for me, next day I'm gonna run. But it's hard. It's really hard, it's very painful, but I know it works, And just when you do all the injections, everything, you just think about, this is going to be recovered, this is going to stop pain. And I'm just very excited for see the results.
What would you say to someone who's considering to having stem cell therapy at BioXcellerator?
If you have a bad injury, and if you ask a lot of people, okay, you have to ask for people did it before, it still works, like I did. I ask a lot of people, and the people say, I did, I'm doing, it's good. And if you have it, why not? I think it's a chance you can recover what you have, And I like to challenge, and I always ask why not. And of course, you have to believe. I think first thing you have to believe you're gonna get it better. It's first thing, and I think positive. And I just say if you think it coming, I think you should come. I think I have amazing treatment here. And I'm very excited to see after 1 month they're gonna work. The cells are gonna work like 12 level month in your body, yes. And very excited to see everybody play. You're gonna be Cyborg 3.0. I'm very happy about it.
Well, lay your head down on my shoulder and let my heart keep your time. And in the future, you'll be old enough to draw more apparent lines. Well, tell me what you want, Tell me what you need, can I satisfy the hunger in your chest?
Would you come back to visit us sometime in the future?
Yes, you know, I think let's see what's going to be the results, but for sure I'd like to come back and continue to do the treatment.
Would you like to add something else?
No, just say thank you for the team. You know, BioXcellerator, very nice team. They explained everything, and I'm very happy, blessed to be here. You know, be example for another athlete who would like to recover the range. I know how's hard you have a pain, and you have to train. You know, have to deal with the pain, but usually athletes have the pain, but we start okay, like don't bore anymore. You know, because usually every day you have a pain, but I think it's better when you train with no pain, and if you have the opportunity for recovery and they try, I think it should come.
This is just the same song. I am such a head case. You are just a broken starlet. In my nuclear vision, I see more repetition, an explosion than a brand new project. On, this is just the same song. I am such a head case. You are just a broken starlet. In my nuclear vision, I see more repetition, an explosion than a brand new project.